Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Hope you guys had a good Victoria Day for Canadians. And yeah, it's been really hot, so everyone's been out. I've been with my family, and honestly, it was pretty nice. So I hope you guys had a good long weekend. We're gonna be testing out FSD in 32 degrees weather. We haven't had those since last year, so it's the first time in a long time that we're getting some nice weather finally. The car stays very well in the lane. As many of you are watching a lot of my videos, you would already know how it performs most drives. But this road, it has no issues. What I have been noticing though, driving in the hot heat, the AC does use a lot of battery. So for those of you who love using the AC, you might have to use less if you're driving an EV, because it does hurt your range. And a gas car does it too, but most electric cars have less range than a gas car, so you feel it a little bit more. It goes around that backup really well. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, that was kind of crazy. The bus had to merge, the school bus let it, but like moved a little bit into our lane there. I'm wearing my sunglasses, so I don't think the camera can see me that well right now, so let me just take that off. I've been seeing a lot of you are asking a lot of questions, like as you guys are probably looking to get a Tesla. So I hope this channel, and I hope a lot of our subscribers can help you out with any of your questions. A question I've been seeing is like, what about like charging? Like, is charging really slow? And I feel like this is definitely a main concern from people coming from a gas car, because it takes, about a minute or two, to fill up a gas car. But, it doesn't take that fast for an electric car. At home, I charge overnight, and I use level 1 charging, which is the slowest charging. It just uses the regular outlet that you would find inside of your home. And honestly, I've heard people saying that you have to like upgrade your home outlet and stuff to get the the bigger plug. And I was kind of concerned about that, because I really didn't want to spend the money to like do that. So I just didn't, and I found out that level 1 charging is good enough for me, where you can just plug it into a regular outlet. It charges like 7 kilometers an hour, so overnight it adds about like 70 kilometers or something. And that's enough, because I only use like maybe 30-40% a day, and that's like a lot. So if you drive even less than that, then it should be even more fine. But say you go on like 300 kilometer drives or something, like somewhere far away all the time, then you might have to supercharge, and supercharging is a lot faster. From like 20% to 80%, I usually get like 20 to 30 minutes, In the cold, it could go even higher than 30 minutes, like in the freezing cold, because the battery has to like heat up and stuff. But yeah, usually in the summer, it's like 20 to 30 minutes for supercharging. But usually, you know, the superchargers here in Canada and around Toronto, they're like near food places and stuff. So most of the time, whenever I'm charging, I just go to just go get food and stuff. And you'll start to like think about it like that, because like with gas cars, you know, you fill up and you know you save time, but then you have to stop and get food, and you don't really factor that time into the drive, because you know because it's food, you know, you don't really care. You'd rather eat and, you know, spend time eating because you need to. But you know, with filling up gas, if gas took 20 minutes to fill up, you'd be more cheesed about that, because it's like, you know, filling up gas it's not satisfying you. If anything, it sucks because you have to pay for it, you know, or pay for it, and it's just a lot more money. With an electric car, you know, while it's charging, you could think about getting something to eat while it's charging, so that time that is kind of, I guess, wasted is not really wasted, because now you're spending time that you would have ate or needed to like pull over and eat into that time that you're waiting to charge. So yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you have to plan your trips out a little bit more like that. It goes through the yellow very nicely there. I like how it knows exactly, like, okay, I could do this turn, or I could do this this move where it just goes through the intersection on a yellow. Like, it knows exactly, like, okay, this is not a good time to go through the yellow, or this is a good time to go through the yellow. It really knows very well. And also it reads speed limit signs, so when it sees that the speed limit is 60, it changes the inside to 60 as well. It overtakes slower traffic. And thank you guys so much for all the love and like all the likes and all the comments I've been reading. I really like reading all of them and hearing all your perspectives, you know. So if you guys like the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, because I post videos like this one every day. And check out some of the links in the description. It helps support the channel, you know, some accessories for your Tesla if you guys have some. And yeah, check out some of the playlists. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want to see, and let me know what you guys like. And yeah, see you guys. Peace.